Well, I guess one of the advantages of having a nothing channel is I can test the waters, see what happens, see where things go. So let's see what happens. The reason I want to discuss this is because of the incredible amount of brain dead stupid surrounding all of this. The brain dead stupid that was necessary for this to even happen, and the brain dead stupid end result that Hollywood isn't even aware of, but I am, and I really want to share this. Okay. This is all about Basmati Blues, the movie with Brie Larson. And this movie pretty much destroys the whole Hollywood wokeness, Hollywood virtue signaling, and all that stuff. And you're going, well, how the hell can this one little movie do all that? Well, I'm going to give you two reasons why this movie was able to do that. And again, I don't care about the virtue signaling. I don't care about the wokeness. I care about how brain dead stupid Hollywood had to be for the movie Basmati Blues to actually be this relevant. Okay? Now, the first reason that this movie is so relevant is this movie should never have been made. I mean, if Hollywood is as woke as they claim they are, this movie should have never been made. But it did. And there's only two reasons that I can think of on why this movie got made. One, they didn't know it was a racist movie. Or two, they didn't care that it was a racist movie. Both results screw over Hollywood, because if they didn't know it was a racist movie, it invalidates anything they say about what is or isn't a racist movie. Because if they couldn't tell that this was a racist movie, then why would I care about what they think any other movie is racist for? You didn't even realize this one was, staring in your face. The other one is they didn't care. Well, it got made, didn't it? Nobody's complaining about it. They must have not cared. Now I know you're saying, oh, there's a third option. They didn't know about it. Oh. Hollywood didn't know about it, right? Except Brie Larson did. Now this was in 2017 that the movie was made, released in 2018. Now if this movie was made in the early 2000s, fine, I would have got it. Early in Brie Larson's career, she's gonna not say no to the job. You know, she's probably may have had problems if it was released in the 2000s, but she's new, she's up and coming, she's not gonna say no to jobs. She could have had that excuse. Not in this case, because the movie was made in 2017. So she knew this movie was made. She knew this movie was being made, and she didn't tell anybody. So the only reason she didn't tell anybody was because either she didn't realize it was racist, or she didn't care it was racist. So either way, those are the only two options. If anybody can think of another one, I'm all ears. Now, the beautiful part about this is that that's not the only reason. It's the second reason that just blows me away. So let's go along the lines that the production company, A, didn't realize it was racist, or B, didn't care it was racist. So they release it. It gets sent out to limited release, and reviews come in. And the reviews let the people know, hey, this is a racist movie. Now, what they end up doing is just mind-numbingly brain-dead stupid. Because if Hollywood is as woke as they claim they are, they would have condemned this movie. Because, hey, they now realize it's racist. They're being called out on it. So if Hollywood is as woke as they claim they are, then they should have condemned this movie. They didn't condemn this movie. Well, if they didn't condemn this movie, this now invalidates any pathetic attempt at saying that they're woke right out the window. It's gone. How can you be woke and not condemn this movie? By not condemning this movie, you're not woke anymore, Hollywood. Bye. Then you're going, oh, well, this exposes them as hypocrites. Not really. You see, if they were hypocrites, what they would have done was, they would have said, oh crap, this movie is actually racist. We need to, get rid of it. We're not denying it. We're not denouncing it. So the only other option would be to, make sure nobody knows we ever did something this stupid. But they didn't. You want to know what they did? They released it on DVD. They released it on Blu-ray, and it's available to video on demand. But if you're being told that this movie is racist, as a hypocrite, you'd be going, oh crap, let's hide it. Instead, you make it available on DVD. You make it available to the public on Blu-ray. You make it available. You know what that does, you morons? That makes you go, oh, this movie's racist? We don't care. We're still sending it out. We're still making it available that the public can see it. We are now establishing, we know that this movie's racist, but instead of hiding it, instead of getting rid of it like how Disney did with Song of the South, because Disney's doing their best to make sure that nobody ever remembers Song of the South ever exists. But in this case, no, screw it. We'll release it as DVD. We'll make sure everybody knows that this movie exists. But, hey, morons! If you're letting people, if you're being told that this movie is racist, by making this movie available on DVD, you're basically saying, oh, it's racist? Okay, who cares? We're still releasing it. But this totally invalidates the virtue signaling. Because the whole point of the virtue signaling is to, hide your white guilt and try to, alleviate and show penance for your white guilt. Well, wouldn't getting rid of this movie and making it hidden and disappear be the end result of your white guilt? But by releasing this movie on DVD and to the public, you don't care that it's racist, therefore you have no white guilt, therefore why in the hell are you virtue signaling? This movie invalidates your virtue signaling. By releasing this movie on DVD and Blu-ray and on demand, you're saying, I don't care that it's racist. We're still making it. We're still releasing it. So then where's your white guilt? I thought you had white guilt. You shouldn't be wanting to have this movie known and released. It's just, do you understand the brain dead stupid I'm talking about? Again, I don't care about the virtue signaling. I don't care about the wokeness. I'm just saying is that this movie, and this is how this movie totally destroys the whole Hollywood woke bullshit. And this is another thing. Stop calling them hypocrites, okay? Because a hypocrite doesn't cover what they are, okay? It's simply a nice, socially acceptable way of calling them out. They're full of shit. They're liars. That's what they are, okay? That's why this movie is so relevant, is that what they did to make this movie happen, how this movie happened, and what they did once they realized that it was considered racist, totally invalidates their entire wokeness aspect, their entire virtue signaling aspect, and their whole white guilt. They don't have white guilt. If they had white guilt, they wouldn't have made this movie on DVD. They would have hidden it, gotten rid of it, and said, oh crap, let's make sure nobody knows this exists. I don't... Anyway, again, I'm not trying to veer this channel into the political realm. It was just, I found out about this movie and the controversy, and I did some research and discovered all the brain dead stupid involved in all of this, and I would feel amiss if I didn't, talk about it, because I'll talk about all the brain dead stupid in the movies. I don't see why I shouldn't call out the brain dead stupid on Hollywood itself. So, but like I said, I'm just throwing stuff out there, see what happens. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm out of here. See ya.